Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again. I'm Mar.
And I'm Mel.
And this is Girl Talk with Mel and Mar. As you can see, today's topic is about weight loss.
Yes, we're going to be sharing some very personal stories about our struggles with weight.
But before we do that, let's get into questions of the day.
Okay, so the first question comes from Vicky in Michigan. She is a 22-year-old female, and she writes, "Dear Mel and Mar, I'm currently in a relationship with my boyfriend, and I also have a good friend from high school, which is a male, that I hang out with from time to time. My boyfriend gets upset whenever I tell him that I'm going out with my male friend. Do you think it is appropriate for a woman who is in a relationship to have male friends?"
That is actually a good question.
Yes, it is.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I would like to know if he has any female friends, because sometimes a lot of guys will say, oh, you can't have any male friends, but they have, female friends. So I don't think it's anything wrong with it, especially since you've been knowing this person since high school and you're 22 years old now, and you guys are probably going to continue to be friends. Absolutely, you're not doing anything wrong, so that's just my opinion.
I personally feel that if you're in the relationship with this guy, he's supposed to be your boyfriend, you all are supposed to have some type of level of trust. Mm-hmm. And if he does not feel comfortable with you hanging out with your friend that you've known since high school, well, then he has some issues.
Exactly.
My second suggestion would be maybe you should introduce your boyfriend to your friend to let him know, I'm not hiding anything. If anytime you want to hang out, you're welcome to. We're not in any type of secret relationship. So exactly. I feel like if you just introduce him so he can see you all's interactions, let you know, there's nothing going on, then I think that would make things a lot, easier for your boyfriend to handle.
Let's go on to the next one.
Okay, so this question comes from Maria L. from Indiana. And she says, "Hey, Mel and Mar, I am currently married for 2 years. And right now I'm not working. My husband is the breadwinner. I often go shopping using his credit cards, buying whatever it is that I want. And lately, he has been complaining about the amount of money that I've been spending. My question is, do you think that I should get a job of my own or sit down with my husband to let him know that this is a marriage and everything is equal?"
Keyword, everything is equal. So you can't expect to spend all of his money. If there's something extra you want, then yeah, go out there and get yourself a job so you can have your own money. When you're married, that's like you're getting an allowance in a sense. You know what I'm saying? You can't just expect to take his credit card all the time and spend all the money up. That's not right. And then you're asking us this question. So obviously in the back of your mind, you're like, maybe I should get my own job so I can have some more money. Yeah, I don't think it's right. And like you said, everything is equal. So therefore, don't spend up all his money. Go out there and get yourself a job so that you can have extra money for yourself. Period.
Well, here's my question. When you all first got married, what were the arrangements? Was the arrangement, oh, honey, you don't have to work, I'll take care of you? If that was the arrangement, then he needs to reconsider what his vows are. Because me personally, if I'm married and my husband insists that I don't work, then I'm not going to work. But don't you dare say anything about me going and spending up that money.
Even if my fiance say, you don't have to work, I'll make sure I take care of you, I think I'll still work because I like working and I like making money on my own. So I might drop down to part-time so that I can have extra money and put money up, because you never know what will happen in the future. So I want to always make sure that I'm secured for myself.
You know what? Like some guys, I guess they like that in a sense where they feel like, okay, I can take care of my woman.
Yeah, and that's a good thing.
But look, it's like this. Okay, if you want to take care of your woman, then you should know what type of woman you're taking care of.
That's true,
if she's a shopper, then you all need to
make an arrangement.
Exactly. But it's not cool to spend up all the money because your problems are going to affect him. So get your own job. Okay, so let's get into this whole weight loss struggle that Martha and I both face. So, Martha, please tell everyone, like, what has your story been? What's your struggle with weight?
Well, as you all know from our first video, that I want to be an actress in the future. That's what I'm aiming for. And I know that when I look at magazines and movies, they're always depicting women being thin. So in my mind, I feel like I need to be a thin woman when going to auditions and everything. So I struggle with that a lot. So therefore, I feel like I have to go to the gym. I need to eat right. I need to make sure I maintain my weight. And it's just been really hard when I go up into an audition and I see all these thin girls and I'm like the only one that's like in between. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel really bad. I don't know why. I shouldn't feel that way, but that's just how I feel. So it's been really hard for me from losing the weight to gaining the weight back to trying to maintain the weight. It's just been a huge struggle for me. So yeah.
Well, my struggles with weight, I guess, pretty much started in childhood. Like, I've always been a fat girl. I've always been fat my entire life. And I don't know, like growing up, my grandmother would always say to me, you know, like, oh, that's baby fat. When you get older, you'll lose it. But that wasn't the case. Like, as I got older, my size just got bigger, basically.
Oh,
yeah. So, I mean, and it is a struggle. It's a struggle to, like, eat right, exercise every day. And it goes, like, really deep beyond just, oh, you either make the choice to eat that cake or eat this apple.
Yeah.
Those struggles go like way deeper than that. So from your experience, Martha, like me knowing you, like back in elementary school, you were this itty bitty thing.
I was very thin,
right,
very small girl.
Tell us about like how it is for you, or how it was for you to go from being a really thin girl to growing up and putting on a few pounds, and just how that goes up and down.
And like she said, I was really thin in elementary school. Then in high school, I was also thin. After high school, I gained about 10 pounds, which wasn't a big deal. But after a few years, I gained more weight. So when I look at pictures from when I was, younger and I was thinner, I always get I get discouraged to do certain things, especially with the whole audition, because I used to be a really thin girl. From being someone itty bitty to, I'm like, 154 pounds now, and I used to be 108 pounds in high school. That's a huge difference. But in the same boat, I have to remind myself that not everyone is thin in this world. Not everyone is going to stay thin. As you get older, you do, gain a few pounds, and it's okay. Like, regardless, we're still beautiful. No one is always going to be the same weight. So I need to remind myself that regardless of how big I get or how small I stay, that I'm still a beautiful girl.
But another important thing that I really want people to know is that, like you said, everyone is different. Everyone comes from different backgrounds, and everyone is in a different shape, size, and no one should be made to feel bad about the way that they look.
Right.
Weight is genetic. I come from a family that's not itty bitty. We are not like a huge family, but we're pretty thick in my family. And it's interesting because the changes in the weight is generational. Like, you can see it from different generations. Like, the older generation of my family, they're a lot smaller. They didn't have all the weight issues that like the younger generation does in my family.
Right.
And it makes you think like, okay, is there something in the food? What is this, like, what's this whole shift in the generation where you can look at one family and see the changes throughout the generations, that each generation is like, okay, we're getting a little bigger, but it does make you think.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, because my family is, like, we're all thin, so I come from a thin background.
Right.
And I guess it's like a huge shock for me, like, to put on weight, but it's like,
yeah,
it is what it is. Like, so, what have you been doing to change your weight? Because Melissa lost like 30 pounds, guys. She's been doing a great job. So tell us what you've been doing. What's your secret?
I don't have a secret. But the thing that I started going to the gym in like August or Yeah, I think it was August.
I think it was August.
Yeah, it was like August. I started going to the gym. I didn't really change much of my eating because, like I said, it goes a lot deeper than just don't eat that.
Yes.
You know, it goes a lot
goodness.
deeper. So
Absolutely.
I didn't master good eating habits.
But you know what? You have to eat in order to burn calories, guys.
That's true.
You can't
That's true.
force yourself not to eat anything, because when you're working out, what are you burning?
Right.
Nothing. So you have to eat.
Right. But yeah, so I didn't have a real strict diet as far as what I'm eating, but I was very consistent in going to the gym, and it got to the point where I enjoyed going to the gym. Running on that treadmill, you feel powerful. So yeah.
But I do use, I don't even know what you call this thing. What is this?
A resistance band.
The resistance band. I do it sometimes. I hate it, to be honest with you. I can't stand it at all. But I also use this corset to train my waist. So I use this every day when going to work. I don't sleep in this or anything at all. I got this from orchardcorset.com. So
how much did it cost?
I think it was $58, but it was 10% off or 15% off or something like that, and it came down to $40 some dollars. So it wasn't that expensive.
So something similar to your corset. I don't have it with me, so I can't show you all. But it's just like a waistband, and it just creates sweat or just holds the heat in around your waist. Yeah, you can put that on, or any type of shapewear to just hold things in place so you can really get into your workout.
Yeah, and one thing I try to avoid is the treadmill. Melissa loves the treadmill. I do not like the treadmill. She wants to run, and even though I have on 2 bras, I am really big, and my boobs are huge, and I'm I can't run. I can't even do it for 2 minutes because it's just so uncomfortable.
It's painful. But we wanted to invite you all on our weight loss challenge. So it's February now.
Yes.
And we are going to start a weight loss challenge for 3 months. Obviously, Mar and I are 2 completely different weights. I weigh 204 pounds and how much?
154.
154. So the bet is whoever loses the most weight in 3 months, they win $100.
So yeah, it'll be $100 in total.
Right.
Then we also want you guys to choose a team. Either you for Team Mel or for Team Mar. Come on, Team Mar. And if I win, then the people that were on my team, one person will win a prize. And if Mel wins and the people that were on her team, one person will win a prize as well.
So if anyone out there is smart, they would definitely choose Team Mel.
Apparently, she thinks or she believes that a person that's bigger than someone smaller lose more weight faster.
Absolutely.
So I really don't know if that's true. So I can't be oh, you're just saying that. I really don't know. But when I did lose my weight, because I lost 32 pounds before, I just gained 32 pounds back, and I did that in 3 months. So regardless, I will win because I am very competitive, and I'm going to kick Mel's butt, period.
Yeah, and that's a lot of money, and I don't like losing money.
Yeah, that's true. Neither do I, okay? So if you're smart, you'll choose Team Mel so that we can give you guys something as well. So
right.
We'll see about this. We'll see about this, guys. Okay, Mel, let's show these guys some body shots.
Okay.
Y'all ready for this?
Okay, so make sure that if you want to be a part of this challenge, comment below or either send us a message. And what's our email?
Mel_Mar59@yahoo.com.
Or you can find us on Facebook.
Which is Honeybee Productions.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing. The producers over at Honeybee Productions were complaining that our shows were too long.
Yeah, so we gotta cut them short.
Yeah. The Facebook info is facebook.com.
Right.
I don't even know because I don't want to send you all
Just go. Just go. Yeah, we'll put a link below. But make sure you guys like the fan page, Honeybee Productions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you like the fan page. Make sure you send us a message if you don't comment below. Let us know who team you're on when you comment.
And join the challenge.
Join
be
the
a part
challenge.
of it.
Yeah,
if you're
be a part
watching
of
this
it.
video, you're probably thinking about losing weight also. So,
and you know what?
yeah.
Also, every week we're going to do a weigh-in. So
Yeah.
we will definitely track our progress for you guys. And join us on this journey of losing weight.
This struggle.
Yeah.